Yeah, but give us the thing about the Diddy situation.
I saw people saying how there's a lot of people not talking about this situation. And this is what I would say. What are you supposed to say? Because if you're a podcaster, if you're a YouTuber, if you're just a person on social media, you can say all types of stuff. You know what I mean? When people say things like, yo, you know, nobody's talking about this, it's because what y'all want people to say is, oh, he did that shit. You know, he did that shit. You want us to sound like the internet.
Yeah.
And you want us to start talking about, you know, well, I heard he did this then, and I heard he did that then. The reality of the situation is you can't do anything except for report about what actually came out in this situation. He got sued. He settled.
For all of it?
I don't know.
I heard all of it.
Well, if he did, I think the conversation we could have without, you know, becoming products of a lawsuit ourselves.
Well, we could just say allegedly for everything right now, and then we can start having fun again.
But even with that, what's the point of that though?
That's fun.
So we can have fun.
Yeah, it's fun until it's not you. That could easily be anybody in this room.
No,
Yeah, it could be.
not that shit.
People make up stuff all the time. By the way, I'm not saying this is made up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying people make up things all the time. My point is, I don't know if any of this is true or not. So let's just say, even if we're saying allegedly, we say something like, oh, Diddy beats women or Diddy rapes women.
I didn't say that.
But my point is, that is what people want.
I said he pays women that say he did that.
But by
That's
the way,
a fact.
Time out. But show, that's where I was
pays
going.
women
That's where I
that
was going.
say he
you know
beat and raped
you know
them.
what a good conversation is?
What is that?
Is settling a lawsuit in admission of guilt.
I didn't say that he's admitting guilt.
But I'm saying, is it though? Is settling a lawsuit like this an admission of guilt?
No. It's not like legally you're saying, or what do the streets think?
Nah, legally. I'm gonna fuck the streets is what gets niggas sued.
Ooh.
And crackers. But stop. Fuck the streets. Legally.
What did we do? We didn't have anything to do with this.
Let's talk legally. Is this if
No.
you settle, is it an admission of guilt? Ooh.
Not at all.
Okay, break it down.
Because it's not admitting guilt. You're settling so you don't have to go to trial.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you want to go to trial for you?
Because sometimes going to trial can cost you more money, not only on the trial, but in terms of public perspective than just settling. And when
Public perception.
Perception. And when somebody settles, you start to think, oh, they just wanted money. So once somebody, like if you want justice for a crime, a lot of times people will go, okay.
You go the criminal route, not the civil.
Exactly. When you're just going the civil route, to me, it speaks a little bit to, this person might be after some money. That being said, there might be enough information out there, or this trial could get ugly enough where Diddy and his team are like, yo, we just gotta pay her and then try to bury this shit.
And that's always been the old school way, right? Like, you know, if you read about like the Michael Jackson situation, you'll see things where Johnny Cochran told Michael, like, look, man, you know, I know you're getting advice to settle, but once you settle, that door's never gonna stop getting knocked on. There's gonna be people coming all the time, you know, making accusations because they know you're gonna settle.
But wasn't this tied in specifically to a New York state law that was going to expire at the end of last week?
Yeah, but
I don't know if you can bring...
What was it, statute of limitations?
Something, I forget.
What was it for?
It was a specific law.
it's the, I know what you're talking about. I know
It's like
the
a
law you're talking
victim's law. I don't know if you could actually... You might have only been able to do civil under it, is what I'm thinking, but I'll check.
But that don't mean anything. You could still go criminal, especially with the stuff that she alleged.
Is there no statute?
Yeah, with the stuff that she alleged, you could definitely still do criminal if you wanted to.
If it happened so long ago and you don't have any proof, then
It wasn't that long ago though.
I mean, it's hard to prove rape without like a rape kid,
the Adult Survivors Act.
You know, witnesses and things like that.
I would think so, you know, but clearly
In criminal, because you need
Okay,
all
so
12.
let's look at both sides.
Jurors.
One side, let's look at the side that there's two outcomes here, right? Or well, there's multiple, but two extreme outcomes. One extreme outcome is this is potential. She's just after his money. She's maybe realized that she can't make any more money, or she's realized, you know what, I don't want to be in the industry anymore, so I have nothing to lose by outing this person and being looked at that
all
way.
this is true. Yeah.
So I'm going to go after his money. That's one potential one. And then he did absolutely none of it. That is potential. There's another version of that where some of this stuff might have happened, maybe not all of it, but she's still like, you know what? I want to get paid for the trauma that I endured with this person. That's another potential option. Then there's another option where like every single part of it happened, and now Diddy's like, oh shit, the walls are crumbling down, and I need to, close, what is it called? Stop this leak because these other leaks are starting to happen.
Impossible.
And then it falls apart.
Impossible in this era.
To stop the leaks.
Impossible.
Right.
Impossible in this era. Because, I'm going back to Michael Jackson again. And that's why I said what I said earlier. There is always copycats in situations like this.
Yes.
You don't know whether these things are real or not. Johnny Cochran, God bless the dead, literally told Michael, if you settle this one,
everybody's coming.
I'm telling you, there's going to be a bunch of people coming saying, hey, this person did this person did that.
They're going to reflect on some party that you went there, that they were at, and they're going to be like, you know what? He did grab my butt when I walked by, and I thought it was just kind of fun at the moment. We were all just kind of hanging out and partying. But now that I think about it, he assaulted me, and that's fucked up, and he's paying, so let's get that money.
And by the way, I don't want to diminish anything that, any allegations
that's a
made against him.
potential option.
Yes.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying that this is every option. I'm saying it is possible
100%.
that someone could see financial incentive and then take advantage of it and then sue him when something didn't happen. It's also very possible that women are now emboldened or empowered by this first person doing it, and they go, wow, now I feel safe enough to go after this powerful man, an incredibly powerful man. Okay, I'm going to also file a lawsuit based on this very real thing that happens.
Absolutely.
All these are possible.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why I asked the question: is it an admission of guilt to settle?
I don't think it is a legal admission of guilt, but I think the public starts to speculate about your guilt.
And by you saying that is exactly why people cannot have a conversation about this.
Well, we just
because we did, but you can't have the conversation that the public wants you to have.
Oh, they just want their feelings satisfied.
Exactly. Yeah. The public don't want you to actually look at it from a nuanced perspective. They just want you to pick a side and say either you believe them or you don't believe them. All I'm simply telling y'all motherfuckers is you can jump out there on your podcast, you can jump out there on your YouTube channels, and you can say whatever you feel. You can call him a rapist, you can call him a woman beater, but when you get served with a lawsuit,
and we'll see.
When you get served with a lawsuit, just know.
Now, this does not apply to 50 Cent because he can do whatever the hell he wants because he...
Y'all not paying attention. 50 is the smartest.
Oh, he is the smartest.
50 is the smartest.
The
50
smartest.
has not once
said one
called
thing.
this man anything.
He's just reposting what other people say. He's
like the news.
He's
watch
the
CNN, watch MSNBC, watch NBC, and watch how they report on stuff like this. All they do is report the story in the details, the allegations that are made in it.
He's the GOAT.
That's all 50's doing. Nothing else.
He's the GOAT.
The problem that y'all be running into, a lot of you new media personalities, is because y'all think y'all can have an opinion and y'all think y'all feelings matter. Your feelings do not matter because none of that has been proven in the court of law.
My feelings matter.
I'm just saying. Like, he has not been proven to be a rapist or a woman beater in a court of law.
And she did not attempt to prove that. This is very important. She did not attempt to prove that he was that in the court of law.
Yeah.
She attempted to use that allegation to get money out of him. And when she was offered money, she accepted. And that is important. Now, that's
according to the court documents, they had been trying to work out a deal for a while, and she wasn't accepting. So...
Well, he wasn't accepting of her terms.
Well,
neither party was accepting. She's like, I want this much. He said no. She's like, all right, well, I'm going to go public with this shit.
By the way, she won on both fronts.
Yes.
Because you got your story out.
Yeah.
Court of public opinion is having a field day.
Uh-huh.
And you got paid.
And we remember how absolutely beautiful she was.
And you might to your point you just now, you might have opened the door for other people who may have a story.
Yes. Now, I think there's part of us that's always like, you know what, I want you to seek justice because if someone has done something wrong, I want them to be punished outside of, money. If he's worth billions of dollars, then this is a drop in the bucket. But
this might be justice.
Yeah, why is money not justice?
Yeah, why
you said that you brought this up on Flagrant. I thought that was a great point. I think money can also be justice, but within
not just money, but watching a person's whole empire crumble.
So that's the other thing. It's like watching the empire crumble might be justice because you could make the argument that it was the empire that enabled him to do these things if he did them, right? So without that apparatus and that power, how could he continue this behavior?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So
yeah.
you could make the argument that that is happening. But if he was in jail for this, he also couldn't do those things. And then some victims might have seen like they've received more justice. Now, as somebody who's been in the industry for a while, have you heard any of these rumors? I never heard rumor. I only heard he was gay. That was the only rumor that I heard about. I'll be honest. That's alleged, but like for you, like my mind fucking exploded. Like I thought he loved guys' cocks. I didn't realize that he was out here allegedly doing these things
By the
to
way,
women.
This is how we know the world is becoming more progressive because in the lawsuit, she talks about how allegedly he would hire male prostitutes
To fuck her.
and jack off to
And he
them.
would jerk freak offs. He called him a freak off.
Yeah, I mean, nobody cared.
I mean, I don't think that's gay. I mean, that's what you do when you watch porn. You watch a male prostitute fuck a female prostitute.
Yeah. You know, nobody cared.
It's weird when it's your girl,
funny, though.
but it's not gay.
Yeah.
Like, we jerk off to guys all the time. They just are fucking
Being that
women.
I listen to horrible decisions, I know what that's called.
What?
Cuckolding.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
it's called cuckold.
allegedly enjoys a nice cuckolding.
And today, we're recording this on a Tuesday, Diddy stepped down as chairman of Revolt. Go back to that 50 Cent post. Because I'm going to tell you why 50 is literally is a diabolical genius. And he's first of all, you can 3 o'clock in the afternoon where he at.
Then performing in arenas. What is that?
That was
about?
crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy.
But hey,